Hey guys, and welcome back to another Love It or Leave It. It has been a minute since I've done one of these. My last kind of Love It or Leave It was my 2021 activewear favorites. And to be honest, it's just been a busy semester, so I've just been waiting until I had a couple items to have quality updates for, mini reviews, until I filmed one of these. I used to try to do these every month, but sometimes it just doesn't happen. So if you guys are new here, my Love It or Leave It videos are kind of a little activewear check-in. I do some mini reviews for any pieces or brands that I just wasn't able to fit a full review for in. I do any quality updates I may have, whether it be good or bad, and then occasionally I throw in a couple favorites. So I have quite a few mini reviews that have piled up, so let's get right into it. First, I wanted to start out with this set from Butter. So Butter is an Australian brand. I have reviewed them on I think a couple different Love It or Leave It's. I actually tried their very first collection probably over a year ago at this point. And when you think of Butter, I feel like I think of a really soft brushed fabric. And when I first reviewed them, the fabrics were they were nice, but they were sleek, and it's not what I was expecting. And recently they have changed their fabrics to be this really nice dense brushed material. Kind of reminds me of a Petula or Buffbunny fabric, super soft. Here it is up close, just a really soft luxurious fabric. And that's something I love about reviewing new brands and coming back to them, just seeing how much they've improved, because I really love this set. So these first leggings are a cross waist, and I really liked the rise of these. I know some cross waists are super high. Personally, I do like a high cross waist because I have a long torso, but for some people it just gets too high and ends up rolling down. I just felt like this was a nice in-between height, but still nice and flattering on me. It also kind of dips down in the front, not necessarily into a V, but kind of just scoops a little bit, and I find that more flattering than just a flat across cross waist. There are also side pockets, which can be hard to find on a cross waist, and the glute seams in the back are nice and contoured and tapered, and they also have a really nice quality logo as well. They can be a little pricey, but I think for this month they are doing free shipping to the US for my US people. So I've been really liking them. A little more on the leggings. They're about a medium compression. I felt like they really held me in really well during my workout. They're brushed material, so they will attract some lint, but in these light colors I couldn't really tell. And they were still flattering on the glutes. Only thing I noticed about these was I felt like the gusset was just a teeny bit too far forward, but I tend not to mind so much when it's an extended crotch gusset that goes all the way down the leg. So I actually really liked these. And I thought the nice dusty blue was really pretty. And I got this bra to match as well. I actually got this bra in a medium. If you guys saw my recent Pop Flex review, they also had a bra kind of like this. I feel like they're all kind of resembling the what is it, Joa Brown? I feel like that's the brand. There's a bra kind of like this, I think, from that brand, but they're super expensive. Not like this is necessarily an affordable brand, but I think that brand is way expensive. And I think the style of this bra is super cute, that they have this little scooped detail underneath. And this did work for me more so than the Pop Flex one. This one, the fabric is just a little more compressive and sturdy and thick. So I was able to wear this during a workout, no problem. It also just has a simple racer back. But something about this scooped design is I feel if you have a larger cup size where your sports bras tend to get folded under a little bit, under the bust, then you kind of lose the effect of this scoop. So I definitely lost the scoop a little bit, so that's why I feel it's just a little more flattering on smaller cup sizes, but I would still wear it. It's still cute. It's just, it doesn't work perfectly for me, but I'm just really loving their new softer fabrics. And they also have this cute jacket as well. They have all of these stripe fabric seam details, if you will, down the jacket, and I feel it really elongates you and kind of gives you a little hourglass shape, a BBL jacket, if you will. Yeah, I just found this one super flattering. It's not quite made of the same material, feels slightly less brushed to me. Let's just check that. Yeah, this one's a nylon spandex, so not quite the same. And it has the internal pockets as well as outer zip pockets, and I hate when jackets don't have zip pockets. I need the zipper. And they do also have thumb holes, so I was a fan of this jacket as well. Kamo Fitness also had a new launch recently, and they basically brought back a lot of their older classic styles, but they also brought some new ones. So one of the classic styles, this is kind of my favorite piece of the collection, is just the Serenity leggings in these cool new prints. So they had it in this black and white and also a purple. Here's the print, and the fabric is just slightly brushed. The Serenity leggings are just a really nice, flattering, but still functional legging. They have no top bands, they don't cut in, they're high rise, no front seam, and just like a subtle glute curve in the back. All their leggings are 25-inch inseam. I wish they were like a little bit longer. I did a full review before the launch on my Instagram stories. It's been like a rough school schedule lately, so I've just been trying to review things when I can. I wasn't able to get a full YouTube review of this before the launch. The 6-inch Serenity shorts are back. Those made it into my top activewear of 2021. They're just like the perfect short. Like there's nothing I would fix about them. That's if you do like longer shorts, but if you like shorter shorts, they came out with a 4-inch Serenity short, but it's not quite the same. It actually has this little cross waist. So here is the cross waist. It's just flat across in the front. We just talked about how I do prefer a slight dip down, but when these were on, they were... Peach, can you be careful? You're knocking everything over. Miss Peach is getting into trouble. What are you doing? What are you doing? It's because your dad's not home and you get to bother him. Now you get a little feature on Love It or Leave It. We all love you here, but you need to chill. Anyways, the 4-inch Serenity shorts remind me a lot of the Alphalete Surface cross waist shorts. They're like the same inseam and they feel like about the same rise. These are definitely not like a high rise short, so they're not my personal go-to, especially since a 4-inch short does roll up on me. I just felt like I was showing a lot of my torso with the lower rise for me on these, but they are super flattering, and especially if you're like a little shorter or don't have quite as long of a torso, and they also have the curved glute seams. They also came out with a new high neck sports bra. They didn't launch like a lot of sports bras in this collection, which I felt like was kind of a bummer. I'm always wanting more sports bras from them to match with the leggings, but they did have this high neck bra, has like a little contour detailing under the bust, and it's very full coverage. It was actually pretty supportive because this fabric has a good amount of compression to it, and the high neck, everything just felt very like contained and just very plain on the back. This fabric also does collect pet fur. Really any brushed fabric is gonna collect pet fur, but I especially feel like this one really holds on to it, so I have to be careful when Peach comes around. And one new piece they came out with was a no front seam Ellen legging, which was super exciting for me because I love the Ellen leggings. They're one of the only leggings that I would wear even though they have a front seam. Like I would sacrifice even though I hate front seams. So this particular material wasn't my favorite. They only had the Ellen no front seam leggings in this gray pattern material and a solid black. I really would have liked to see them have more colors of those. They definitely prioritized the Serenity leggings. And the reason I didn't love this material is it kind of like crackles a little bit when you pull it. It was really stretchy and it was actually pretty comfortable to wear, but I just prefer a print that doesn't have that kind of effect. Couple differences between the no front seam Ellen leggings and the Serenity leggings. They're honestly very similar, but the Ellen leggings have a slight... Peach, are you messing with stuff again? Oh my gosh, Peach is causing me problems today. Peach, what are you doing? The Ellen leggings have a slight dip down in the front. It's not much, but I feel like it just kind of adds a little extra shape to the leggings. Potentially a slightly more tapered waistband up here, but it still has no top seam. Again, the new ones have no front seam. The Ellen leggings have a longer extended crotch gusset that goes basically all the way down the leg, while the Serenity leggings just have one that's like 3 to 4 inches, and they're both 25 inches, and usually the Ellen leggings have a slightly more enhanced contour in the back. It seemed like with these new no front seam ones, it was like pretty similar in the contour. So that's about it for the camo launch. Also have some new sets from Nepoagym. So they launched these, I think a month ago now. They have like this nice bright red and then a blue and kind of like a sage green. So I believe this is the Melody bra, and I actually really liked this one. I felt like it had a really good amount of coverage up in the front here, a decent amount of support, probably like a medium, removable cut pads, and they have this thick elastic at the bottom, which I really feel like makes a big difference in support. It's honestly hard to find bras these days that have a true elastic at the bottom of them. I know some people may not like them because it may squish you in a little more, but sometimes with the long line bras, the bras can kind of like inch up a little bit, fold over, or just not be quite as supportive as an actual band. And then they had this cute cutout detail in the back. I just thought it was a nice, simple yet functional bra. Then they had 2 pairs of leggings to go with the sports bras. One of them I liked, one of them I really did not. So first we have the Rhythm leggings. I believe these are a 25-inch, and they have definitely changed the Rhythm leggings since like the OG Rhythms. Those were more of like a sleek material. I felt like I had to size down in them. I wore an extra small, and now I feel like they're much more true to size, and they are a brushed material. So this is a size small. Did not feel a need to size down. And here's a close-up of the fabric. Just a nice fine brush, which I usually tend to prefer a brush over something like a sleek material. Anyways, I've always liked how the Rhythm leggings felt on me. They have a seamless waistband, just like a super small little crotch gusset, which I actually like the smaller crotch gusset sometimes because it really just minimizes visibility. And I really don't like when you can see the gusset from the front, but it seems to happen so often now. And the glute seams on the Rhythms are just kind of like very slightly contoured as opposed to the Kamo Fitness, which is a more dramatic contour. I usually like the dramatic contour, but I know some people think it's too much, so this is definitely more subtle. So personally, my choice of the two leggings would be the Rhythms, but they also have these ones. I forget the name. We should just look it up. Okay, so they're calling these the Rhythm Melody leggings. So it goes with the collection. They're like the same colors as the sports bras, but I don't know, I just didn't really love what they did with this. So first of all, as you can see, there's no front seam and the waistband is literally tiny. Literally just like a 1-inch waistband at the top here and all this space below it. And I find that that tends to not be very flattering. First of all, you can't hide like any sort of underwear lines with this because like there's no waistband to hide it under, and there's just zero lower tummy control, and sometimes I just think it can like look a little weird. And then I felt like the seam was a little funky on the side here. I just didn't love how that went, but the glute contour is definitely much more enhanced on these ones as well. So it's a much more contoured glute seam, which was flattering on the glutes, but I still just feel like the Rhythms were plenty flattering on the glutes as well. Same small little gusset and a 25-inch inseam. But yeah, what really killed me with this one was the waistband. I just wasn't a big fan. Same brushed material, medium compression and everything. I just didn't love it. And lastly, these two jackets from Amazon that remind me of the Lululemon scuba hoodie. So this one is my favorite of the two. So I do have a scuba full zip myself that I like own and wear quite often to class, and I have tried the Lululemon half zip in store like a bunch of times because I was convinced I wanted it for so long, but I kept trying it in the store and I was like, $130 for this. I just couldn't convince myself. This definitely isn't exactly the same by any means. No Amazon item has ever been exactly like Lululemon, but I still think it's a decent alternative if you're not willing to fork over the extreme high prices of Lululemon for a jacket. So this is the full zip version. I got a size medium. The brand is LASLULU, and I will say these are much less oversized than the Lululemon ones, so you definitely need to size up. I felt like the medium here for me was a nice like boxy oversized fit, and I also prefer the fabric of this one. I don't know if it was meant to be different, but it definitely is. Like this one feels more of a regular sweatshirt material. So the inside of the hoodie is like a brush lined fleece, and the outside is still like a soft material, but it's not quite as fuzzy as the inside or the other one. So this one's like a semi-cropped length. It does have thumb holes. There are side pockets as well, and it has like that little collar detail that I really like out of the sweatshirts. So they just like keep your neck a little warm if you zip them all the way up, and it still had that like structured boxy fit. So I really liked this full zip one, and I think I would recommend doing a size up. And onto the half zip one, there was something about the material of this one that didn't feel quite right to me. So the inside is that same fleece material, but the outside of it was almost like too soft. It just doesn't feel like a classic sweatshirt material to me, which the Lulu Scuba material is also soft on the outside, but this didn't feel quite the same kind of soft. It almost feels like this might like pill a little more easily. I also didn't love the like leather zip here. I think it would have been better if it was just like a silver zipper, but yeah, I got this one in a size small. Definitely is not very oversized. I think I would have preferred a size up. You have the kangaroo pocket here in that same kind of like mock turtleneck detail. But yeah, I still think it was comfy, and I'm not sure if the fabric differences are because of like colors, like if I were to get a different color besides this one, if it would have been more like the fabric of this green one, or if it's just this like half zip style, but I definitely preferred the full zip one. So I'll probably be returning this one, but keeping the full zip. All right, that's it for mini reviews. Now on to quality updates. So first quality update, I actually wore these to the gym today. These are the Buffbunny Loch Ness leggings from the Mad Scientist launch. And this material is the same as the Meta leggings from the Journey collection. And I mentioned in that collection that I just didn't feel like the fabric was super durable, and I feel like I definitely saw that today at the gym. Today at the gym, I was putting on my plates for the leg press, and usually, you know, I try to carry them away from my body a little bit, but this guy was doing something like ridiculous next to me, so I got a little distracted for a second, and I kind of like rubbed the plate across my leg and subsequently across my leggings, and it kind of caught onto them a little bit, but it created like a little section of fuzziness on the leggings. I don't know if we can see that, but right there, the leggings have like almost a little like tiny bits of pilling. I think you can kind of see when I move it. So even though these are a sleek legging doesn't always mean performance. I had seen this coming, like I already mentioned, I didn't think that they were the most durable materials, but it was still kind of a bummer. And it's super small, like I don't even really notice it on my leggings unless I'm like really looking for it. Just not the most durable fabric. And next, I don't really know if this counts as a quality update or just me being stupid, but I take very good care of my leggings. I have really only had one pair of leggings rip on me, not even while I was actually wearing it, but rip in general in like the past year. And like I wear leggings of all different price points, affordable to high end, so we get a good mix of qualities in there. Not saying that affordable leggings can't be high quality, because I truly believe that they are, but I was trying on these Alphalete halos the other day. It was about 2 weeks since I had done my nails, so they were, you know, not quite perfect, not quite smooth, a little longer than I normally have. And I was tired, I was in a rush, and I was pulling up the leggings and I wasn't being mindful of the nails. If you are someone with nails, you know, you have to be very careful with really any legging you're getting on, not to like puncture your nail through them. And I was grabbing the leggings at kind of a more delicate point, and alas, my nail went through the leggings, which I don't really think is the leggings fault. Like I've had even more delicate like eyelet leggings that I haven't ripped because I'm like really slow about getting them on. I was being careless, it still happened, and I'm still bummed. So you can't see it much until I like stretch the legging. But yeah, that's where my nail popped through, so be careful. So if you have the halo leggings, this little like panel detailing section is definitely a more delicate section of the legging, so just be careful of that. And an update about the halo leggings in general, specifically the updated ones, I really liked the original halo leggings with the front seam. And these new ones, they're just not doing it for me. I've tried to wear them. I've worn them to the gym twice now, and the small is just a little restrictive. The medium's a little too big in the waistband. They're just not giving me the stretch that I want. I just feel like taking away the front seam made them worse, and I'm just not a big fan of these new updated ones. So that's quality update number 2. And as for favorites of the month, usually I have a couple, but to be honest, I just haven't been like super consistent about going to the gym recently, and like nothing's really coming to mind, so I don't want to name anything a favorite that I don't really believe, you know, is a favorite. So that's it for this Love It or Leave It, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Give this video a thumbs up if you did, and as always, leave any review requests in the comments down below. I'm probably going to be taking like 2 or 3 weeks off filming, which will be like the longest time in a while, because I have my national dental board exam coming up, so I need to really crack down on studying for that. I've been studying all semester, but crunch time's coming up, the exam's in a couple weeks. I do have a couple videos already filmed, so there may not actually be like a space in my content, but if there is, that's why. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!